Highguard, Highguard, Highguard. Man, this was the game that got the last slot at the Game Awards, which, by the way, I think hurt its perception a whole lot. Not just that, just the way Jeff Keighley kind of hyped it up. Like, it was the best game ever, that once people got their hands on it, this was going to blow them away. And sadly, it did not blow me away at all. Now, I wanted to reserve my judgment until I got my hands on the game. Right? I didn't like the trailer, but I wasn't going to just hate on it from the trailer. I actually wanted to put in some hours with it, and I did. And yeah, it's not a game for me. But I do want to first talk about what I think the game did good. The tutorial. Tutorial is sweet, simple, to the point. Gives you a good idea of how the game plays and what you're going to be doing in the game, how the matches are going to be. A great tutorial, in and out. That's fine. Had no issue with it. I also like that little character in it as well. The guy, forgot his name already, but he kind of looks like Captain Price. I do like that character. Also, I do like Mara. You know, the hot goth chick who sucks up souls for a living. I do like her. She's about the only character that I liked, and I've tried different ones. I tried the ice dude, I tried the girl with the mask that summons the wisp, I tried Redmayne, and I tried the guy on the cover. Don't really remember them at all. Don't really care for them at all. That's one negative with the game. Is I think the characters are just bland, boring, and very forgettable. Probably like this video, once people hear me talk for a little bit. But anyway, another thing that I like is gunplay. Gunplay sometimes feels right. It feels all right. I had a weird thing with my sensitivity where I had it on 2.4, and then sometimes that sensitivity feels like it goes super fast, and other times it feels like it's just right. Could be an issue on my end with my mouse and my mouse pad. I don't know, but the gunplay sometimes feels good. That's another bonus. However, that's all the props I could give this game because everything else is just terrible. First of all, this game has no identity. They tried hyping this up like it was going to be something brand new to FPS genre, something innovative, and it's just not that. I'll be honest, it is really just a mashup of all these different FPS games put into one. You got your Apex, you got your Rainbow Six. I know people are going to be saying those lines in all their videos, so I'm not going to repeat it. You probably heard it tons of times already. But they really tried to mix all these elements of different FPSs into the game, and I'm sorry, but it just does not work well for this one. It has no soul. It has no identity. That is a big negative of it. And you can even feel that with the characters. Like, I don't feel like the characters really fit this game or this world that they were trying to build. I think they just look off. Like, the game built the world first, and then they just said, oh shit, we have to fill some characters into this world, and they just do some shit together, and it just doesn't work in my opinion. So that's another negative for me. Another big negative is the fact that it is freaking 3v3. Why they decided to do that, I have no idea. The map is too big for 3v3. So this is basically how the matches play out. So you start, there's a timer that counts down. You go reinforce your base. Cool. You go out and you go collect gear. Cool. And then you wait around for a bit. You may see the enemy team, you may not. But as soon as the shield breaker spawns, that's when you go to get the shield breaker and then either bring it to the enemy base or you got to kill the enemy that's trying to bring it to your base. That's really when the fight starts to kick in. And obviously when either you get to their base or they get to your base, you have to either attack their base or you defend their base. Those are the areas of the world that fights will be kicking off. But the majority of that is just spent roaming around the map, collecting, the same armor pieces and the same shitty ass weapons. And you're not getting any action. And before it be like, oh, blah, 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 action, there's action. Bro, this is a first person shooter game. First person shooters need action in order to keep them enjoyable. I don't want to go around a map collecting resources and this and this and this. No, I want to shoot someone. That is the appeal of first person shooter games. And yeah, This game doesn't have much of that, and this is how the fights typically break down. So if you manage to find the enemy team out in the open, this is how the matches go. You shoot someone and then you hide. The enemy team shoots someone, they run away and they hide. And you just go back and forth. You may kill someone, you may not. That's not fun to me. That's not very enjoyable. I don't like that style of gameplay. And, you know, I just don't know what they were thinking with this player size. If they were to up it to at least 5v5 or at least 8v8, I think 8v8 is a really solid number for a map this size. Then maybe it'll get any better. But, yeah, man, this game is just not fun. It's not memorable. The characters suck. The graphics suck. That big old orb that comes across your screen whenever the shield breaker spawns, and you'll see it a lot in the tutorial actually. This big old glowing orb that's very unnecessary. Like, I don't like that at all. Like, the shield breaker has a big icon on the minimap that you can see on its own. You don't need that big old glowing orb. And speaking of the glowing orbs, when you press F to hit the crystals or the damage from walls, and that possible, man, I just don't like it. The UI sucks to me. Like, I don't know what this game is going to, I don't know what the dev tried to do with this game, but whatever they tried to do, and it sucks. This is their debut game. This is the first game of their studio, and honestly, I feel like they're gearing up for a shutdown already because of how this game turned out. And that's nothing you ever want to see from studios, especially, you know, a studio filled with former devs of successful games. You never want to see a studio tank already with the first game, but I'm sorry, this game just isn't it. And I can't recommend it. It's not a fun game. Like, you better off playing something else. So yeah, I don't recommend it.